Hi guys, welcome to our practice today. This will be a full body flow to just get you nice and opened up in the shoulders and in the hips and the side body. So let's start lying down on our back. Please cross your right ankle over the top of the left knee. Press your right knee open, keep that right foot flexed, and draw your left knee in towards the chest. Stretching the right hip. Let's release the left foot back down on the mat. Reach your arms out to the sides. We'll take a twist, so lift your hips and shift them to the right. Cross your right thigh over your left and then drop both knees over towards the left side of your mat. Right shoulder needs to stay pressing down on the ground. Let's uncross the legs, lifting back through to center. Centering the hips, let's cross our left ankle over the top of the right knee. Press your left knee open and draw the right knee in towards the chest. Recline pigeon on the second side. Let's set the right foot down, arms out. Bring the hips over to the left, cross your left leg over your right and drop the knees. Lift the knees back up, uncross the legs. Draw your knees in towards the chest. Holding onto the backs of the thighs. Come up to your tabletop pose. So onto hands and knees. Finding cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. 2 more. Last one, really getting mobility in the shoulders and lower back. Exhale, press fingertips into the mat. Come back to your neutral tabletop pose. Walk your palms a few inches past the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Downward dog. So it's our first downward dog, so maybe bend the knees quite a bit here. We're focusing on lengthening the spine more than anything else. Curling tailbone up, pressing the chest to the thighs, and then over time, the heels will start to drop a little bit closer to the mat. Let's come forward to plank pose. Leaning over onto your right hand, turn to the outside edge of your right foot. Left arm reaches up, side plank. Powering up the core, engaging the obliques. Bring the left hand down, switch sides. Right arm up. Pressing into the hips and lifting them up as high as you can. Lower the right palm down and come down onto the belly. Toes will point back, find cobra. Back to down dog. Let's look forward in between the hands and walk your feet up. Finding a Ragdoll Fold. So feet are hip width distance apart. Bend your knees a lot. Hold on to opposite elbows and maybe sway a little bit from side to side. So a little bit of a traction in the upper back. Stretching out into the hamstrings, ankles, calf. Release your fingertips to the mat to bend your knees a lot and roll all the way up to stand. No rush here. Standing up nice and tall, let's reach our arms up overhead and bring your right knee in with you. So using your hip flexors here to draw the right knee in towards the chest as close as you can. Take an inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, reach the arms and the right foot back, warrior three. Keep your left knee bending nice and low. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, left leg is straight. Exhale, bend the left knee, reach the right leg and the arms back, heart forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, last one. Hold here. Bend your left knee a lot more. Swan pose. Fingertips are spreading. Look forward and let's drop our right foot down on the ground, fingertips to the mat. Walk your palms over towards the right side of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. So relax the head here. Then walk your hands a couple inches forward till the palms are underneath the shoulders. Left hand is underneath your head. Right arm extends up for a twist. Drop the right hand down, switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Walk your hands back towards the top of the mat, finding a low lunge. Right knee down on the ground. Arms are extending up. Make sure your left knee is not going past your ankle. Lower belly is drawing in. Let's bring our fingertips down on the ground. We're gonna straighten into half splits, but see if you can bring your hips all the way down onto your right heel. As you fold forward, we're gonna interlace our fingers behind the lower back and reaching the knuckles up and over. So press the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Take 2 more breaths here. So engaging our core, start to lift the upper body back up. Keep the arms as they are. Bend into your left knee and come into your standing splits. So you're standing on your left leg, your right leg is reaching up and back, your knuckles are reaching up and over. Bring your fingertips to the ground and let's find our flow. Step your right foot back, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower to your belly. Point your toes back, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet forward in between the hands. Find a ragdoll forward fold. Release fingertips to the mat, bend your knees a lot, and roll all the way up. Feet are hip width distance apart. Palms are shining forward. Reach the arms up. This time you're bringing your left knee in with you. Pull the lower belly in, lengthen the upper back. So inhale here, and then exhale, reach the arms and the left leg back as you bend a lot into your right knee. Inhale, come on up. So engaging the hip flexors, and then exhale, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes to lift that back leg. Last one, inhale, rise. Exhale, swan pose, we're holding here. Pull the lower belly in to protect the lower back. Back of the neck stays long. And we're gonna come into our low lunge. Left toes, fingertips down on the mat. Sorry, not low lunge. Walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. So both feet are parallel to the short edges of your mat. And same thing, let's keep our left palm underneath our face, right arm up. Find a twist, roll your right shoulder back. And drop it down, switching sides. Right hand down, left arm up. Bring the fingertips to the mat. Walk back, this time in your low lunge. So left knee to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Stretching the hip flexors as you drop the hips lower. Tailbone anchors down. Fingertips to the ground. Straighten your right leg and drop your hips onto the heel. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back the more unusual way, and then dive forward, lifting the hands off of the lower back. Hold this shape with the palms and the arms. Just start to lift your chest up a little bit. Standing splits, so bend into your right knee. Come to stand on your right leg and extend the left leg up and back. So you need to engage the glutes and lean the chest forward. Let's drop our fingertips to the mat and take a flow. Left toes back, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lift the heels high off the mat, bend the knees, look past your palms, step or hop both feet in between the hands. Find a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Press the stand. Let's draw the hands at the heart. All right, so almost the same thing. Stand tall on your left leg, bring your right knee in. Those of you that would like to take this a little bit further can straighten the right leg. Hands come at the heart, warrior three. Right leg kicks back, keep your left leg straight this time as you lean the chest. At most, you're parallel to the ground. Press into your back heel. Coming into our warrior two, bend your left knee, drop your right foot down, spin your back foot parallel to the short edge of your mat, and then both arms are extending out. So left knee is bent here, pressing that left knee open, dropping the hips. Let's reverse our warrior. Right hand down, left arm up. Back to our warrior two. Straighten your left leg, take triangle. Hips go back, heart reaches forward, sliding your left hand down your left leg, right arm up. Bring your right hand on your waist. Start to look down as you bend into your left knee and bring your hands to the mat. So from here, we're gonna draw our knee in towards the chest and pick up the left foot. Find three-legged dog. Left leg reaches up and back, bending the left knee and opening up that hip. Let's straighten the left leg and step your left foot forward, a few inches behind your left wrist. Roll to the outside edges of both feet. Lean onto your right hand and extend the left arm up and over, bicep along the ear. Back to our plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's lift the heels off the ground, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press to stand. Hands at the heart. Standing on your right leg, left leg brings in, knee to the chest. Spread the fingertips and toes. If you'd like to go further, straighten your left leg. Hands at the heart. Warrior three. Kicking your left leg back, standing tall on your right. Keep your right leg straight. And from here, we're coming to warrior two. So you need to bend into your right leg, drop your left foot down, parallel to the short edge of your mat, arms out. Reversing your warrior, left palm down, right arm up. Back to warrior two, triangle pose, straighten your right leg, chest forward, hips back, right hand down, left arm up. Let's bring our left hand on our waist, start to look down, bend into your right knee. Drop your palms to the mat, lift your back heel off the ground, and then you're gonna squeeze your knee in towards your nose, lift the right heel off the ground, and then three-legged dog. Right leg reaches up and back, right knee bends and opens. Pressing the left heel a little bit closer to the mat. Let's straighten the right leg and step your right foot forward, a couple inches behind the wrist. Turn to the outside edge of both feet. Lean onto your left palm, reach your right arm up and over. Bring the right hand down, find your flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's set the knees on the ground and swing your legs forward. So sitting up nice and tall, you'll want to bring your right knee in towards the chest. And we're gonna find a bind from here. So bring your right elbow to the inside of the right thigh, and maybe all you're doing is planting your palms on the mat and leaning your chest forward. If you're playing with your bind, you're gonna reach your right arm behind the right leg, Left hand behind the lower back, interlacing your fingertips and pulling your left shoulder back. So choosing the version that works for you today. Coming back to center, releasing the hands. Bring your right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Arms up. Exhale, fold. Let's bring the hands in and lift the chest. Right palm will go behind you. Left arm reaches up and over as you press into both legs to lift the hips. Release. Set the hips back down on the mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest, crossing at the ankles. So squeeze the legs in as close as you can towards your body. Plant your palms into the mat and pick up. Set the hips back down, second side. Left leg in, right leg out. So finding our bind, bring your left elbow to the inside of the thigh. Maybe just keep your hands on the ground. If you're taking your bind, left arm will wrap around the outside of your left thigh. Right arm will reach back to grab fingertips. Pull your right shoulder back if you have your bind. Release. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands in, lift the chest. Let's bring our left palm back behind us, reach your right arm up and over, lift the hips. Leaning the head back if it feels comfortable. Setting the hips back down. Bring your knees to your chest, cross the other ankle on top, plant your palms into the mat and pick up. Set the hips back down, find downward facing dog. Let's reach our right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward in between the palms. Warrior two, back foot spins parallel to the short edge of your mat, both arms extend up. Pressing your right knee open. Let's interlace our fingers behind the lower back, roll your shoulders down and away from the ears, and then dive forward to the inside of both legs, both knuckles reaching up and over. Bring your palms back to the mat, straighten your right leg, turn your right toes in, and find a standard wide-legged forward fold. Crown of the head stays lifted off of the mat. Walk the hands out, lift the chest. Turn your right foot back out again and bend into your right knee, so just like your warrior two legs. And let's bring our right hand towards the right foot, maybe planting the palm down on the mat as you sink your hips, and then your left arm will reach up and over. Extended side angle. Bring your left hand on your waist, right fingertips a couple inches past your right foot, half moon. Standing tall on your right leg extends back behind you, and then maybe the left arm reaches up as well. Step it back into your downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up. Step your left foot forward. Warrior two. Pressing the left knee open. And let's interlace our fingers behind the lower back once more. And then dive forward to the inside of both legs, right at the middle of your mat. Press the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen the crown of the head down, stretching the neck, drop the hips a little lower. Bring your palms to the mat, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, wide-legged forward fold. Walk the hands back out. Turn your left toes out, bend into your left knee. Bring your left hand beside your left foot and reach your right arm up and over. Extended side angle. Keep pressing into your right foot and roll the right shoulder back. Bring your right hand on your waist, left fingertips a few inches past the foot, half moon. So standing on your left leg, extending the right leg back and up. Right arm extends up as well. Downward dog. Feel free to stay here for 5 breaths, or we'll take a vinyasa. Inhaling forward through to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come back into plank pose and lower onto our forearms. So elbows are a little bit more narrow than your shoulders. Fingertips and knuckles are pressing into the ground, holding your forearm plank. If you need to, you can always lower your knees on the ground. Otherwise, we're here for about 10 breaths. Walk the feet in, lift the hips, dolphin. Pressing the chest towards the thighs. Almost exactly the same thing as downward dog, except that your whole forearms are down on the mat instead of just your palms. And your hands are a little bit more narrow than they would be in down dog. Walk the feet back out until the hips can come down on the mat. For Sphinx pose, chest is lifted. Lower your heart back down. Take an easy child's pose, knees together, arms reach to the sides of the legs, forehead to the mat. Slowly roll back up. Let's come to seated in a wide-legged forward fold. So opening up the legs. Sitting up nice and tall. Feel free to bend the knees a little bit here. They really don't need to be perfectly straight. We're just going to fold right to the middle. 5 more breaths right here. Walking the hands back in, lift the chest. Bring your legs to face forward, straighten out in front of you. Reach your arms out, fingertips and toes active, and lower slowly all the way down onto the back. Once your lower back is down on the ground, keep the upper back lifted and pull your right knee in towards the chest. Hover the left heel off the mat. Squeeze it in, spread through the toes. Pull the lower belly down and switch legs. Left knee in, right leg out. Bring both knees in, keep the upper back lifted, and then straighten the legs up towards the sky, reach through the fingertips. Curl tailbone up, try to lift it off the mat. And lower. Release feet to the ground. Arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Feet are hip width distance apart. Find bridge pose. Press your feet into the ground. Curl tailbone up, lift the hips. Lower back, mid back off the mat. Unwind. Draw your knees wide into the chest. Those of you that would like to go deeper can take happy baby. Holding onto the feet as you stack the ankles over the knees. Elbows stay to the insides of the legs and help press the legs open a little wider. Maybe rocking gently here. If you'd like to take it one step deeper, hold on to your big toes with your 2-piece fingers and straighten the legs out to the sides. Bend the knees, relax, Shavasana. Take up lots of space. Get really comfortable, settled. Setting yourself up in a way where you won't need to fidget or readjust anything. Notice if you're still tensing up the facial muscles, or if you still have tension left over in the shoulders or upper body. Let your body be completely heavy and rest down on the ground. Come back to whatever breath feels natural to you. Thank you so much for doing this practice with me. Namaste.